Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. What a day for Cardano holders, what a day for crypto holders. We are seeing green figures everywhere, portfolios are getting green again, hopefully. And we're going to talk about what is happening at the moment. Today we're going to take a look at what the Cardano price is doing, what the Bitcoin price is doing, and if you're interested in learning more about technical analysis, what I talk about on this channel here, then please check out my second channel on which I teach technical analysis. I haven't published a video for a few days now, but more will be coming, more are in the works, so we are getting there. And let's just start with Bitcoin first briefly. Bitcoin is doing something very interesting. Bitcoin broke out of that descending wedge to the upside. Did say in this morning's video that it would surprise me if it happens, but I didn't rule it out. I said it is possible. It will be a bumpy ride towards our correction target down here. At the moment, bear in mind, when something like that happens, and it is looking really good. If you just look at there, 10%, really nice, 7.25% for Cardano. It looks tempting to start to believe, we are continuing our move to the upside. We're continuing in our bull run. At the moment, however, what we need to understand here, the daily candle isn't closed yet. This happened today. The daily candle is still, it's just happening today. And we need to see where the daily candle closes also. And I've been saying that in the last few videos now, that I want us to have a daily candle close above 48,800 to mark that trend change, which would then, at which point I would be confident to say that the ABC correction is finished, in which we currently are. With ABC correction, we've been talking about the Elliott Wave model, where you get these ABC corrections. And if we really get above 48,800 for Bitcoin, and it would be something like 3,600 for Ethereum, and I think something like 265 for Cardano, then I'm confident to say that the ABC correction is over. Until that is the case, objectively, you have to assume that the price will come down once more and will come down even lower. That there is no alternative in the current, as long as we stay in that range here, there is no alternative scenario that could tell you, we are continuing our move to probably wave 3 with Bitcoin as well, our bull run. Yeah, as long as we can't get a candle close above 48,800, we are still in a bearish scenario, short-term bearish scenario. And it looks really nice today, but bear in mind, crypto markets are often manipulated as well. And I don't want to, make a negative picture here. It's a really nice day. We're all happy when this happens. Me as well, of course, But it's just to be aware not to jump in on the FOMO train up here, where we currently see a rejection from, the 48,000, because then obviously when it drops, you're in the red. I mean, it all depends on your strategy. I can't tell you to buy or not to buy. That is just not my job here. I'm legally not allowed to. So I can only talk about what I see on the charts, what I believe will happen. I can talk about what I do. And yeah, what we can see here on the daily, that we've actually come above the 50 range, which is now more in the bullish territory on the daily. That looks quite good. Also, we've had a bullish crossover on the MACD. No surprise with that bullish move to the upside. And for the first time in a long time now, we've had a bullish cross on the ADX. And to be honest, if that is going to, if the daily candle will really close at that level up there, it would be really positive. It would be really nice. It would be really good. But still, we need to see if we get above 48,800, and we are getting very close. And if that happens, then I will say, I was wrong, and we didn't come down once more. But I still believe at the moment there is no. At the moment, in this current, when we are not above the 48,800, I can't come to a different conclusion. So I have to assume that we come down once more. And also, just a final thing on Bitcoin. And one final thing for Bitcoin here now on the 4-hour chart. If we add the Bollinger Bands to the chart, which I've just done, we can see that we bounced out. We broke through the upper Bollinger Band, which normally means that we have to break back. We will bounce back in today, probably, because the move was crazy. So I guess today or tomorrow we'll probably bounce back in. So there will be a retracement, and we are already retracing a little bit, but just need to observe that now. As I said, 48,800, that is a level for me to watch, a very important one. If we get above that, I think that bearish scenario is over, and I think then we'll be all happy. Let's take a look at Cardano. Cardano quite similar. Cardano, at least on my chart here, still trading on the daily within that descending wedge, but I think that is only because I put the descending trend line against the wicks. What you can obviously also do, and it's just a different way of doing it, attach it to the bodies. So we just move that slightly and just have to find more touch points with the bodies then. Then we broke to the upside as well, yeah, and maybe I'll leave it like that for now. We then still have these touch points here, but I left it at the wicks because we had more touch points. That was more relevant for me. If you do it like that, you only have one touch point here, and yeah, okay, you've got a few up here. But anyway, I believe because Bitcoin broke out, I think Cardano is safe to say, we could say that it broke out there to the upper side as well. However, with Cardano, again, bear in mind, we were only at that level a few days ago at the 223, so we are currently finding resistance here in that yellow resistance support area again. And down here, we didn't manage to break below $2. And the Cardano, sort of the indicators look similar now to Bitcoin, a little bit behind. You know what? We're not above 50 yet on the RSI. Also, the MACD hasn't made a bullish cross yet. And the ADX is still giving us a short signal. But I believe in the grand scheme of things, Cardano will follow Bitcoin in these moves. And we just need to see how Bitcoin decides, how the market decides. But my feeling is, and again, I could be totally wrong here, my feeling is we won't see that final breakout above 48,800. I think we will still see us each other here going down once more, even though it's a massive pump. But bear in mind, when we were down here in that first correction here on the 13th of September, when we marked that low here, we went up also all the way up to 48,000, yes, 600, 700. And we had a good time there, but it didn't sustain. So we dropped once more. And I told you that on our way down, it will be a bumpy ride. And now we are on a roller coaster up to the upside again. We haven't managed to get through the 48,800. And with Cardano, it's quite similar. For Cardano, I think we would even need to get above the, to be honest, let me just zoom out a little bit. Yeah, with Cardano, I mean, I told you before, I think I want to see us closing above that level here, the 265. I want a candle close above the 265. That would be similar for me to Bitcoin reaching 48,800 in terms of continuing our way to the upside. But let's be honest, if Bitcoin manages to get above 48,800 and closes, and Cardano stays lower in this area, I think Cardano will still follow Bitcoin anyway, either way, a few days later maybe. But yeah, as long as that is the case, we mark lower highs here and lower lows. We've made one higher low here, which was that preparation for that breakout that we're currently having. But again, on the Binance chart here, we can see it's still that target area within which I think we'll come down once more. I still think that as long as, I have to assume that objectively, as long as we are not above these levels that I told you, and that would indicate for Cardano once more getting down to 181, which is the golden POC, the golden ratio on the Fibonacci retracement levels. And the worst case for me at the moment would be the 145.8, which is the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. So yeah, just a little bit of caution. Yeah, I can't tell you if you should buy now Cardano or anything else or not, or if you should wait, because that ultimately depends so much on your strategy. So for me, I have two different strategies. I run a very long-term hodling portfolio on which I buy every week. Either way, you know, it doesn't matter what price we are seeing. So I'm just buying every week. When I get paid, you know, in my job, I put money aside and then I split it in 4 chunks over the month and buy once a week. I try to get the dips, but I won't always get it. I just try to keep it, you know, emotionless and try just to invest dollar cost averaging, which is a great way of doing it. So I'm long-term happy either way. If the price goes down, I get more ADA when I buy in that week. If the price goes up, you know, I participate in price appreciation and my portfolio grows in value. So I'm happy either way, that way. But in my trading portfolio, I'm not a day trader. Maybe I will do that at some point in the future, but I try to maximize and stay on the safe side. So, for example, now buying now would for me be something like catching a falling knife, because we are in this correction. I haven't seen the trend change yet. So if I bought now in my trading portfolio, you know, the price could drop down to 145 to the 0.786 Fibonacci level. That would be like catching a falling knife. So why would it? Why would I not wait until we are back in an uptrend to then go into a long position? because then I know that we are continuing our way upwards on the, you can see it on the Binance chart here, to that wave 3 to at least 450. It's just to go with the trend. That is my personal strategy, and that's why I say I can't tell you when to buy. I can tell you what I do. I can't tell you what you should do, because maybe you don't have a trend following strategy like I have. There are so many different strategies in trading. What you can do day trading. For some people it might have been interesting to we have that on this chart. We have the 213 level as a key resistance level on the chart. So when that was broken, you can see it here, we made a huge pump. So for some people it might have been interesting to just do a little bit of a day trade, go in at 213 when it was broken, and exit at some point here at 225. But that's just not my strategy. So I can't tell you when to invest, honestly. And I'm legally not allowed to anyway. But what I can tell you, I see a lot of potential in Cardano in the medium term and in the long term. I believe this correction phase will be over soon. And as you can see, it's a roller coaster ride. We go down and up and down and up and down, and now we are up again. And my guess is that we come down once more. Yeah. So that's still my guess, and I won't change, just like a few other people are doing it all the time. When prices go up, you're suddenly bullish, and when prices go down, you're bearish. No, I stick with my scenario until I'm proven wrong. So and then I'm happy to admit it, because nobody has a crystal ball, right? But on this channel I try to be honest, transparent, and really I know a lot of you guys appreciate the integrity and the honesty of this channel. So thanks for all of that. Thanks for all your comments. Please stay with me. Consider even the channel membership if you really like the content, and then I hope I'll see you in the next update. Let's see. It is exciting, and will be a very exciting weekend, I believe, and that's what life is about, isn't it? Excitement. All right, so hopefully you liked it. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.